Hi, I'm Toby Hodges from Yachting World. Welcome to the Cannes Yachting Festival. It's sundowner time and we're going to get aboard McConaghy's 68, which is a beast. It's a beast. It is, I guess, the ultimate cross of performance and comfort and volume, kind of everything that a big multi-hull can bring. Let's have a look aboard. I would say most viewers and certainly Yachting World readers will know McConaghy. Australian brand, built in the Far East and responsible for some of the great race boats of our generation. And a few years ago they teamed up with Jason Kerr to build the MC range of big cats, and I haven't been aboard the MC since the original MC50, so this MC68, and they've got a 75 here called Jack, is a proper eye-opener. And the owners here kindly let me come on board as the show's closing, give you a quick sneak peek through the boat. And it's pretty cool because you look at a big cat like this. Now, McConaghy's, as I say, performance experts. They build everything in carbon fibre. But look at the comfort you get on here. And what you'd look at a cat this size and think, okay, well, that's just it's a super yacht essentially for professional crew use, but it's not. This owner, Australian owner, has been on board for 8 months of the 9 months since it launched, and both them and their friends, also Liverpool sailors Ken and Kelly, are crewing it with them. So they don't have a professional crew, they've just got their mates on board, and I love that. They're having a good time and enjoying their boat. Anyway, give you a quick look through. There's people on board, so I'll shuffle around them. But as you can see, big old rig on it, tall fly bridge, high boom, but it's a carbon boat. It only weighs 35 tons or so loaded, I think, and that is very light for a carbon boat, for a cruising boat of this size. It's actually too big to take you through all the features. Even that's got solar panels in it, the gangway. Huge great aft, lowering swim platform there, really wide side decks. But I'm just gonna walk you through quickly a few areas. So these boats have, well, this one has a good soundtrack going on this boat as well. MC range, flybridge yachts. The 50 and 55 started with those helms aft, and they've gradually brought them forward basically, and what that brings as well is just easy handling. Genoa sheets here just on self-tailors, tacking through, nice and easy, go from one helm to the other, and obviously with the big twin helms right outboard here, just choose your side to view your corners from. And I've just been looking at the polars of the boat, and it shifts, so it should match essentially true wind speeds up to around 20 knots, and indeed in 20 knots then the boat's quite capable of going a few knots over that as well. Plenty of solar space up here, and you can see, just for short-handing it, which this boat obviously does, you've got your centerboard control, so that's another feature these MC range always had, centerboards that pivot up inside the hull. Good safety feature, but adds that performance. So shoulder aft, so 1.3 meters with them up deep, and then 3.5 I think with them down to give you that pointing ability. So there's your centerboard controls for both sides, up, mid, down. Your your code furler controls, your jib furler controls, your traveller controls, and the traveller's just aft of here, nicely out of the guest flybridge cockpit area on a line driver back there, push button. And then ladder to get up above onto the roof to check your in-boom furling. Nice little moonlight roof up there as well. That is a tall rig. What I really liked about this is it came on board and it was described as an apartment. The feel of this huge open saloon area, and it really is because of this island, and it's the first yacht I've really stood around as you would at home, where the kitchen's the centre, the heart of the house, and everyone just socialises around that. So I think it's a feature that works really, really well, and it gives you a huge galley. It's a good social boat, and then you move forward of here, got a big desk area, internal pilot station, and the stowage on this boat is phenomenal. Look at this, you get double doors out into a forward cockpit that's not for sailing systems, just for this. Just sit here, watch the sunset, have a bit of breeze on your face. Bimini when you're at anchor above it. I say there is stowage everywhere, but this shows you a little bit of what McConaghy do. Carbon fibre experts, and that's on a single point there. It's pivoting, so you can't. Pivoting is the wrong word, but you don't need a forward crossbeam for it. So it's a nice, big, clean, and weightless, essentially, big forward foredeck area. And there's your push button sailing, your code sail just on an electric furler. Where's my finger pointing? There. And in terms of accommodation and layout, it's custom, essentially. You have whatever you want up here, whatever finishes you want, and like layout, cabin-wise, what you choose, what you get. This one has a 4-cabin layout, essentially, so when they designed the boat, they thought they'd probably have a professional crew, and they don't need one. They're not choosing not to have one at the moment. The boat will cruise the Med for a season or two, and then probably a world tour. So we're now starboard forward, and this is the owner's cabin. So you can see loads and loads of height, natural light, great views, stowage everywhere. I mean, look at this. This is just a bank of wardrobes. I'm not going to open it all up. It's an owner's yacht. But just giving you a little idea. And all of this is super lightweight. So foam sandwich with veneers and everything in carbon. And below this panel here, the door, I'll quickly open that up and show you the top of the centerboard. So yeah, there's the top of the centerboard casing. And that has what they've always done, a safety fuse in it. So this forward pin here, can't hold this and show you, but is designed so that if you do hit something, the pin will part as a shock absorber, and then the centerboard is free, essentially, to pop up, and then you can just easily replace that hollow pin without having to lift the boat or anything else, or any sort of damage to the yacht. So it's a good safety feature. And then forward port is the crew area, or grandkids, kids, and you can see plenty of space inboard there. Nice Pullman cabin, and yeah, if you were a crew, you'd be pretty happy about that sort of shower space as well. Here's one of my favourite features. I think this shows you that the owners, practical sailors, that is a proper workroom. Having just finishing building my own shed, I'm going to take some tips from this. And that's what you want, a proper workbench, really get some jobs done in here. And then that links as well into the smallest of the guest cabins. It's not exactly modest. Still very, very comfortable. Still very, very high as well. There is so much freeboard on here, so much height in the hulls. Let's have a look at the fourth cabin as well. So again here, this is your VIP guest cabin, but you've also got really practical laundry area and what everyone needs. Loads more refrigeration space. And just, as I say, stowage absolutely everywhere. Day heads, I presume. Yeah. And then, yeah. You want to be a friend of an owner like this and get invited aboard here, because this is the VIP guest cabin, which is enormous. I should also mention McConaghy, as well as building this big range of MCs from 55 to 75 plus of performance big cats, and in the power versions they've got a Panther version series now launching and a Sapphire series of mega cats as well. So McConaghy are going all in on big multi-hulls. So there's a quick look at your big fast cat glamour. There's a real surge in this market area. A lot of big cats around the 60 to 80 foot mark, and a lot coming out. We've written a fair bit about it in Yachting World, so check that out. Really interesting to see it in real life. Yeah, it's a phenomenal amount of ship. So if you think about it, it's loaded like this in terms of pricing. It's going to cost, as you see it, around 6.5 million US. Hope you enjoyed the quick tour, a look at the high life here at Cannes. And I think as it gets dark, that is me signing out for another year.